Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino. Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneurs who want their content marketing to convert content consumers into paying customers. If you're starting or restarting a business as a professional coach, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a great way to distinguish yourself as a coach, as a business owner from all of the Tony Robbins and Marie Forleo and Oprah type brands out there so that you can actually get attention, get traction, and not just be seen by your ideal customer who needs your coaching and or your courses, but be respected enough by them so that they go from digital content browser to actual buyer. This video contains a super ninja trick that you can use as we answer the question together about how to build a coaching brand. But wait, before we go any further, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get the help that entrepreneurs like you need to succeed with content marketing that drives traffic to your business so that you could do more business. I recently did a video entitled How to Start Your Coaching Brand, and in it I discussed some advice I'd give you if you are starting a coaching-based business or restarting or relaunching one that, for whatever the reason, needs a big boost to get things going for you again. So if you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check it out. That said, let's get more into the subject of how to build a coaching brand. Now look, this is one thing that a lot of entrepreneurs of any kind or from any business model tends to gloss over, but it can make a big difference in terms of your branding and can help to set you apart from the competition. And that's the need for creed. Your coaching brand needs a creed. With that creed, in a tight, quick, elevator pitch type way, it explains why you're a coach in the first place and how you're different from everyone else that's already doing what you're doing. And it also explains what you can deliver to your niche audience or ideal customer better than anyone else can that's coaching in the space that you're establishing yourself in. If you're not different, you're a me too and an also ran, and that doesn't tend to get traction on YouTube, on social media, on Google and search, like through your website, your blogs, or anywhere else for that matter. So having a creed is important. Look, branding boils down to an experience that you deliver for your target audience or ideal customer. So say on YouTube or on social media, when someone finds your content in search, they find you because you're optimizing content on each platform in a way that entices them to binge on that content. And you're not just serving up the millionth video on the same topic the same old way or parroting what everyone else is saying. No, you've got your X factor. So now your content consumers just can't stop themselves. They're enjoying your content with its unique spin on it. And before they know it, they're hanging out in your digital ecosystem, on YouTube, in your social feed, with blogs on your website. That's stocked with content that they love for so long that they've convinced themselves, consciously and or subconsciously, to subscribe or follow you, whatever the platform parlance is. That's great. You've won over another fan for your coaching brand. But now you want them to not only have what you're all about as a coach and who you coach and what results you can get for them down pat, you also want them to be able to tell their friends so that they can refer you out and even, you get even more of a following faster. Who doesn't want that? So a creed helps you and your current fans do exactly that in a super easy and effective way too. A creed is part of your branding and a great recruiting tool simultaneously. Creation story versus creed. So piggybacking off of the creation story concept I covered in my most recent video in this series, your creed is a slogan that boils down the how the experience you're trying to give your ideal customer through your coaching, both free and paid, as delivered in your YouTube videos and or your social media content. Well, your creed is a slogan that shows how the coaching experience that you deliver works for them with their unique needs and or desires, and otherwise establishes that your content is not the same old thing they've already experienced out there. Because nobody needs to binge content from a bunch of Me Too type knockoffs. your brand is different. Your coaching approach and or style is different. Your related content is different. And they, your ideal customers and anyone they share your content out to, need to understand that. Because if they don't understand what you do and how you're different, you're going nowhere fast. Your ideal customer does enjoy coaching content like what you serve up, I'm sure, but you have to have your X factor twist thrown on it, and you will give them the content that they need or desire that no one else is delivering the way you do through proper branding and the use of it in your marketing, your professional coaching platform and its content, both via YouTube and the content on your website and through your social media content too. And while your creation story can do that in a longer, more in-depth way, a creed should express the essence of all of that in about 60 seconds. So when you draft your creed, make sure you boil all of the creation story ingredients you've already distilled down into like a quick, easy to say and repeat 60-second elevator pitch. You definitely want to check out my video, How to Start Your Coaching Brand, which walks you through the 2 different drafts of the creation story, and that's going to help you create your coaching business's creed too. And look, I'll warn you now, it may take you 60 minutes to what seems like 60 hours to really nail down your creed until it's right. But this might be frustrating work for you, but I'm going to say still it's definitely worthwhile work to create your creed. You're going to get a ton of mileage from it because you're not only indoctrinating your current customers and or ideal customers by stating it all the time or close to it in the content you create, but you're helping them to more easily communicate what you're all about so that your current ideal customers can recruit even more ideal customers for you. People like to help each other. They like to help people who are struggling with the same issues they are. It makes someone feel helpful and better about themselves when they refer someone to a solution or a potential solution. So word of mouth, both digitally and in real life, is still a thing and can do a lot for you. So it's worthwhile work to get that creation story boiled down to a creed. Trust me. What to do if you're stuck? Need some help on this front? Okay, so brands as experiences are really about what your target audience or ideal customer wants. And when they find what they want through consumption of your content, the creed is really about what your ideal customer wants to say about your brand and its content stock platform to others who are like them as human beings so that they can help other people out and look like an authority at the same time. This is human nature. It's totally true. Like I said a moment ago, everyone wants to be viewed as a valuable resource. So if they discover your content with its unique spin and they love it, they're going to need a quick way to communicate what you're all about and why you're different from all of the other coaches out there talking about the same concept. That's where the creed comes in. So your creed should be quick and easy for your ideal customer to say to others so that they can spread that creed around word of mouth style, both like digitally and in real life. That way when anyone comes across your brand's creed online or via social media, they easily and conceptually understand your brand and what it can do for them and for others like them. Once that's the case, it's just as easy for them to spread the good word about your brand to others. How to use your creed. So when I say a creed should show up all 60-second elevator pitch style, I don't just mean for you to be able to share the creed to others, like during a live stream online or in social media captions that you write to go with your content on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, although it's important for you to use that creed yourself in situations like that. I mean, it's got to be so easy and yet so complete that your followers can use it too. And again, if you have a hard time boiling down what is, in essence, your creation story into a creed, then it could be very likely that your coaching business concept is too fuzzy or too general and broad and needs some fine-tuning first before you do anything else. The inability to come up with a great creed is often a symptom of this particular issue. And brands with fuzzy concepts using generalized words, too broad keywords, and too competitive hashtags in their YouTube titles and their descriptions or show notes, social media posts and captions and so on will just disappear like a face in the digital crowd. Not good. So getting tight, specific, and particular when crafting your creed might just help you tighten up your overall business concept. And doing that, of course, is good. It'll help you find traction in what would otherwise appear to be a super saturated market. Look, since brands are really experiences, you've got to give people something to sign up for in the first place. Your creed gives them a peek into the big dream that is the experience of your brand and the content you're serving up to them as a coach, helping them to overcome a particular challenge, let's say. They're not watching your videos and live streams and otherwise consuming your content as much as they are buying into you so that they can become part of your community or tribe, and therefore your creed, your mission statement. Well, that helps to create this communal feeling of us or tribe. I'm not just a typical business coach, for example, and I'm not just a run-of-the-mill social media coach. I help entrepreneurs create content marketing that converts content consumers into paying customers. If you're having problems in terms of getting business conversions, including sales, in connection with your marketing, I'm the specialist and strategist to help you tweak things until they work for you, from branding basics to copy challenges and proper content optimization so that you're found by just the right people who want your unique custom offerings. But that creed of mine again is I help entrepreneurs create content marketing that converts content consumers into paying customers. And I've had current students spread the word to others who needed help like they did too, and it's gotten me more email opt-ins and sales because my creed is easy to remember and easy to repeat to others in a way that gets the point across faster and more efficiently. So make that creed catchy using words that you know that they like, that they can't forget, or your coaching platform or your brand. In the meantime, if you want more help in terms of distinguishing yourself from the crowd and increasing your trustworthiness in the eyes of your niche, I actually have a freebie for you to pick up called 10 Reasons Why You're Viewed as a Fake Guru and How to Gain Credibility and Customers Instead. And you can pick it up at don'tbeafakeguru.com. The link for you to score that freebie guide is in the show notes or the description down below. There you have it. This is my answer when it comes to the subject of how to build a coaching brand. Need more help? Be sure to check out these two awesome videos too, because they'll help you and they'll teach you great content marketing strategies that can also help to blow up your business. Enjoy.